In today's video, we're going to be checking out the new LEGO Justice League set 76085. This is the Battle of Atlantis. Here's a quick look at the box. Set 76085 only has 197 pieces. However, it still manages to get a whopping 4 minifigures, which is usually pretty good. Generally, for a set this size, you may get 1, sometimes 2 minifigures, but you get 4. Not bad at all. You can see that it comes with 2 Atlantean guards, a parademon, and of course Aquaman himself. There's the back of the box, showing you what the set looks like and some of the fun that you can have when you finish building the set, complete with the flipping parademon and the power blast attachments that you can add to Aquaman, so that's pretty cool. Lego.com/superheroes if you want to check out some more from the folks over at LEGO, but that is your box. Of course, to help you with the build, the folks over at LEGO give you an instruction guide. A lot thicker than I was expecting it was going to be. It's about 95 pages in size, along with the back page showing you all the pieces, and some of the other sets available as well that we will be looking at in separate videos. And we'll put that to the side. Let's have a look at the minifigures, because minifigures are really cool. We'll start with the Atlantean guards. Now, you actually get 2 of these guys. I've actually got them displayed with both alternate head sculpts, but you know what? Let's just take the blaster out of their hands first. They come with these really neat looking blasters. Now, when you build it, let me see if I can actually take these off again. When you build it, you're building it over top of a kind of a harpoon gun. So really, if you wanted to, you could just have them also displayed with harpoon guns, which I think would be also really fun. Each of them come with these blasters. Let's actually take them both out of their hands. There we go. And again, there's the fronts. And flip it around. Flip it around. There's the backs. Kind of looks like almost like a lion on the armor. Take off their helmets. There's one of their face prints. And you can also flip it around and have a more regular face print as well. I like the expression on these ones, but what I did do was I alternated them, so one is a little bit more calmer, one is a little bit more agitated. Agitated. So you get 2 Atlantean guards. You also get yourself a parademon. This is of the, not the green, but the yellow and blue variety. Comes also with a little flick fire cannon, little pistol there, which I just dropped onto the floor. Really neat looking parademons. He also comes on top of this little attachment. I'll show you this in a second. I can actually get him off of it. There we go. A little stiff there, a little more difficult to get off. But I really like the look of the parademons here. Super cool detail. Their wings are a plastic. And also, one thing to note is when you get the parademons, in all the sets actually, you have the option to either use longer, broader wings or shorter wings if you want to display them, and these actually just pop out of the plastic. In this case, I just opted for the smaller wings, but again, some really cool detailing on the texture of the wings there. Even though they are just plastic, I do like the look of those, and I do appreciate the fact that they would have given us 2 different options for wings. There's your parademon. And of course, the man of the hour, there is the final minifigure. There's Aquaman. He comes with two prints, 2 head prints. Let's take off his trident so you can see it. Really nice looking trident. It's using once again the lightsaber handle hilt as the go-to for, you can always start recognizing, you know, the Lego pieces after you've been building it for so long. Nice looking trident though. He's also got the little flick fire. In this case, it looks like it's water, and this actually you just kind of pop it out of his hand like that. And don't worry, if you lose one, the folks over at LEGO give you 2, just in case. I do like the hair, especially the fact that they added a little bit of light highlights there as well. And there is his print. Take off his hair. There is his alternate head sculpt, or alternate face print. I personally like this one. This one looks really, just really angry. Like, that's the way I picture Aquaman. I'm going to put the trident into his hand. So those are your 4 minifigures. Let's go back to this. The instructions have it for the parademon, but I suppose you really could use it for any of the minifigures. It's just one of those little, you squeeze this down and it springs them up. Let me just show you, like that. So that's kind of cool. Then you've got yourself the actual build, the main set. Now it's fairly small actually, there's not really a whole lot going on for it, but this still does have a pretty impressive look to it. The tower here, you got a little side tower, little pillar, and it holds the mother box. Also hair there, that must have been from my cat. A little mother box here, looks quite good. On the side there, it's slightly textured, you can see. And it can either be displayed just by a single peg on the top here. You peg it like this, but I kind of just rotate it so it looked a little bit more three-dimensional. Or what you can also do too, according to the build guide, you can also put it around to the back here and fit it, let me just show you, fit it right at the top here. And it can stay concealed in the top of this kind of pillar sort of thing. Now the only problem is, like, a lot of it comes apart, and the whole idea is it's supposed to come apart because the parademon is supposed to be able to hit this. Now, I've tried this. It's not the most successful of feats, but you can flick the parademon up, and he's supposed to be able to hit the tower, which actually I'm surprised I pulled off in this one take. But the mother box just kind of sits in the back there. A lot of times, though, it will pop everything off. You have to kind of be very careful to fit it in there. And you can hide it like that. This part, by the way, let me just take the box off. This, let me just flip it around. This is just on a... There's nothing really holding it. As soon as something hits it, basically we'll just pop it. We'll knock it down. And then this just sits... Doesn't tab into place, it just sits very loose into those little grooves, just like that. So any little bit of bang, this could, fall off, which is part of the play factor. All right, so let's have a look at the rest of this setup. Now, this part here opens and closes, doesn't really do all that much, but it does allow you to expand out the play set. Some sticker application I put on the front and a little bit on the sides, one there and one there. You've got some greenery, some underwater trees and little vines and stuff like that. Again, there's not really a whole heck of a lot going on for this set. I would almost say it's one of the more, well, I will say this, it's one of the more least desirable sets. The draw, obviously, is the fact that you're getting an Aquaman, and of course you're getting the Atlantean guards. I suppose they could have done something a little bit more elaborate, but generally for like the medium to small builds, you don't get a whole heck of a lot. You get enough just to kind of set the scene, but you don't really get a whole lot after that. Again, for me, the draw is the Aquaman. And this set was probably, I want to say it was about $15 or so it's not overly expensive. Love the Aquaman. I love the Atlantean guards, and even like the Parademon's a nice touch because we get Parademons with all the build sets. The tower end of it is okay, but I mean, again, it doesn't really have a whole heck of a lot. And then, of course, while you're building the sets, if you did manage to pick up all 3 sets, each set will have its own corresponding mother box. We'll put that right there. And we'll get Aquaman to stand. There we go. Today, we were having a look. There's the box once again. We're having a look at the Lego. This was the Justice League set 76085. This was the Battle of Atlantis. A fairly small set. It was only 197 pieces. But I think you get some pretty cool minifigures, and I think that's the price of admission in this instance. If you haven't had a chance, hey, hold on a second. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe to this channel, make sure you hit that little subscribe button down below. Of course, more videos will be coming your way, and we're also going to be having a look at the other 2 Justice League build sets. I think much more impressive than this one personally, but I wanted to kind of start at the bottom and work our way up. So stay tuned for those videos, guys. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.